And what are you doing with that sword?
Fighting off all the haters. I'm gonna jam them in the gut. They come close.
Denny Hamlin is quickly becoming, if not, do you think Denny Hamlin's already surpassed Joey Logano as a heel in NASCAR?
As Richie's shaking his head, I'm going to shake my head with him.
Richie,
yes,
why?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, just watch the reaction to those fans at Bristol this weekend and tell me he isn't first overall in terms of the villain draft in NASCAR drivers right now.
Right.
And the reason why I love it is because Denny Hamlin embraces it like I've never seen another driver embrace it. We have some clips that we'll play coming up in a little bit where he's talking about having a sword, getting back at haters. And I flippin' love it. I put out a poll yesterday on the SpeedFreaks Twitter account, and you can check it out. And I asked, who would you rather win the NASCAR Cup Series Championship, Denny Hamlin or the field? And right now, 75%-ish are saying the field.
Whoa.
Nobody likes this guy. It's terrific. I love it. And we talk about this all the time. Every sport, professional sport, needs a villain. Mm-hmm. Somebody to hate in order for you to get you to hate watch. Whether that's
hate watch.
Yeah.
Like that.
If it's Max Verstappen in F1, that's fine. If it's the Dallas Cowboys, cool. If it's the Lakers, if it's the Dodgers, whoever it may be. And Denny Hamlin is that guy. And I want him to win the Cup Series Championship so freaking bad because of that, because it would be great for NASCAR.
Well, wait. Great. Richie. Kyle Busch played that role for a couple of years and lost.
Oh, no.
Statman, we lost your audio.
Mr. Mav cut in.
There we go. Mr.
Mav
Mr.
cut
Mav's
in
on.
with Mr. Internet.
Stat, are you back? There we go. Go ahead, Stat.
So the Kyle Busch played that role for a couple of years and almost lost a sponsor. At least one didn't renew. The candy company, M&M's, didn't renew with him, and he ended up having to leave Gibbs Racing and go to Richard Childress. I mean, that was a significant thing, and he's been a couple of years trying to remake himself into the nice guy after he embraced the villain's role for a long couple of years.
Yeah, slightly different there, though. The candy company did not renew, speaking of lawsuits, because they have their own fair share of lawsuits right now with bad coloring and fake ingredients in there. Just saying. But that wasn't necessarily because of his attitude.
But Crasher,
they found it easy to walk away from Kyle Busch. If he was a nice guy and winning races and championships, they would have found a way to be there. But being a bad guy and he wasn't winning that many races and his championships were behind him, evidently, they said, we don't need to be here.
But he's got sponsors now.
Look, I can't compare Denny Hamlin to Kyle Busch because Denny Hamlin doesn't come off as an a-hole to reporters, to PR people, to fans. I think Denny Hamlin is just playing it when the camera comes on, he plays the heel. And I'm with you. I want him to win it just because it makes some people uncomfortable with this freaking champion rolling around. In fact, here is Denny talking about playing the villain.
18 years in that I'm probably not going to win the most popular driver award. I've come to the conclusion of that. I understand it. They think they bother me, but clearly it's having an opposite effect. So I welcome any fan to want to come to the dark side. All 5 of my fans are still out there chanting my name. They're over in turn 3 right now. But yeah, it's as Cat Williams said, a hater can't stand a winner.
Cat Williams.
There you go, Scat Man.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's a huge step. Wow.
Denny Hamlin playing the villain. Loves it. All 5 of his fans do too. Denny Hamlin won the NASCAR Cup race last night in Bristol. Bristol, baby. And when did this sword become a thing with Bristol?
And what are you doing with that sword?
Fighting off all the haters. I'm gonna jam them in the gut. They come close for me.
When did the sword come into play, Suave? Any idea?
I know they've called it for a while, like the last great Coliseum. So I'm assuming it has something to do with that. First of all, I will take the sword 1 million times out of 1 million over that stupid grandfather clock from Martinsville.
Oh,
Yes.
on.
I am with you.
What the hell am I going to do with a grandfather clock? You know what I can do with a sword?
You're going to
Hell
put it in your
yeah.
foyer. That's what or your basement, or give it to somebody else who doesn't know how to tell time.
What?
The grandfather clock is fine.
I sense a poll at Map TV. I'm going to put
Yes.
it out right now.
I might agree with you there, Richie. If I went through all the trouble to win a car race and they presented me with this massive grandfather clock and I got to take it home and be irritated by it for the rest of my life,
You can turn the chimes off.
okay.
Tell that to your parents, Crash.
Oh,
Man.
They turn it off from 11 p.m. to 7:15 a.m.
Damn right, I got a dang one too.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, if you're, listen, let's just put it out there, Suave. If you're,
Okay. But before you put it out there, Nashville clearly has the best trophy.
I
in
don't
a
know,
guitar.
Crash.
A guitar?
Yeah,
It's a cool trophy.
I can go to freaking Guitar
Center.
and get 30 different guitars, but I can't get a sword. That sword looks like it could chop off the neck of an elephant.
And you also can't get a grandfather clock.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
you
can. I go
can,
down to Target.
But you're not going to. But if you win, you can't get one at Target. But if you win one, it's pretty freaking cool. Dang it.
Yes. I mean, Home Depot sells freaking grandfather clocks. You can't walk
They
into Home
do?
Depot and get a freaking sword. Or as my
Well,
daughter
you
said in
could.
third grade, a sword.
That's all right.
Stupid English language, trying to teach my daughter Spanish. She learned Spanish out of the gate, no problem. But now learning English.
English, she has so many
I mean,
questions.
she's 9 years.
She has so many questions with English.
Yes.
Why is this letter in this word? I
Yeah.
don't know. No idea.
I'm going to go coat the garage. What are you going to put a jacket on it, Dad? Ah, man, here we go. No. I'm going to go wear a coat and put a coat on the garage floor. Coat of what? I don't know how we got that rabbit hole, stat man.
we've got a rabbit center here. Rabbits are us.
Put it out there, Suave. Would you rather have the Bristol sword? Listen, if all four of us lose it and start laughing, Mr. Mav will call me in about 5 minutes.
Yes. Yes. So beware.
Sword or grandfather's clock?
No, grandfather clock.
Oh, hell, here we go. Oh, my gosh.
What are you doing with that sword? I'm fighting off all the haters. Just I'm gonna jam them in the gut. They come close for me.
See there? That's a badass sword. It's not one of the little flimsy things the kids walk around with on Halloween night. Denny Hamlin still loves racing, though.
You know, I still love it, right? I very well could get knocked out next round or next, and then this year is up. We failed again, but I still love it. I love the process it takes to come to the racetrack and be fastest in practice and fastest in qualifying and win the race. Like, it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of dedication. And usually at this point of probably drivers' careers, they start not loving it as much because you just got so much other stuff going on. But I'm a competitor and I love competing. And you know, at 42, I love this sport as much as I ever have, and what it takes to find an edge. Right?
I'm going to stop it right there. Would Denny Hamlin be saying the same damn thing if he had a championship?
If he already had,
He has 0 championships.
Or would he be saying the same thing if, as rumored, his FedEx sponsorship disappears next year?